A narcissist does not exist as a real person in the way that you or I do. They exist as an illusion, an image carefully crafted to manipulate, control, and deceive. At their core, they are hollow, defined not by an authentic sense of self, but by a carefully constructed persona. This persona is a mask, and it is through this mask that they interact with the world. It is not simply a defense mechanism, it is a survival mechanism. The narcissist does not see the world as a place where people connect through honesty and vulnerability. They see it as a battlefield of dominance, a hierarchy of control, and in that hierarchy they must always be at the top. But what happens when you challenge the mask? What happens when you ask a question so precise, so cutting, that it forces them to reveal the truth? That is what we're here to uncover. To understand how to expose a narcissist instantly, you must first understand why they need the mask in the first place. A psychologically healthy person does not need to pretend. They do not need to constantly curate how others perceive them. They are capable of self-reflection. They can admit when they are wrong. They can take criticism, adjust their behavior, and grow from their mistakes. The narcissist cannot do this. They are incapable of true introspection, because to examine themselves honestly would mean confronting something terrifying, their own inadequacy. And so they build an identity that protects them from ever having to do that. This is why a narcissist must always be seen as successful, as brilliant, as morally superior. It is why they're always the hero of their own story, or when it suits them,
everyone's story,
the tragic victim. They will be anything except what they truly are.
Deeply
Deeply insecure and emotionally stunted. Now, here's the key. Because their entire existence is structured around maintaining this illusion, anything that threatens to expose it is met with immediate hostility. You may have noticed this pattern before. The moment you challenge a narcissist, even in the smallest way, they react with rage, defensiveness, or manipulation. It's not because your words are unfair, it's because your words are true. And this is what makes the right question so powerful, because the right question bypasses all of their manipulative tactics and cuts directly into the foundation of their illusion. But before we get to that question, consider this. If a person were truly confident, if they were truly wise, if they were truly secure in who they were, they would welcome self-examination. A strong person is willing to engage in deep, difficult conversations. They are willing to wrestle with their own flaws, to examine their past mistakes, to confront the areas in which they may be wrong. A narcissist cannot do this. And that inability is the very thing that exposes them. So imagine you are speaking with someone who you suspect